Hello, and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm making some treat bags for my preschool students. I just started working in a preschool at the beginning of the school year, and I thought it'd be great to have some treat bags for them since we can't have classroom parties and the parents can't come to school. And I wasn't sure if many people would be trick-or-treating or doing Halloween parties, so I thought it'd be nice for them to be able to take something home. So first of all, I stamped all these out with Memento ink using the Newton's Nook stamps called Trick or Treat Kittens. And then I'm coloring these with Copic Markers. I just got a scan and cut machine, and it's a scan and cut DX125E. And I like how it cut, but this was only the second thing I had cut out. And I used, of course, Copic friendly paper called Heavenly White, but the paper stuck a lot to the mat, and so I wasn't able to salvage all of my stamped out images. So I think either I'm going to have to press down a little lighter, I'm not sure if that was the problem, or if I need to get their lower tack mat for this. If any of you are using scan and cuts, maybe you can give me some advice. Now, I tried to put some of the lids up where you could see it, but I went off camera on most of that. So I will list all the markers that I'm using in the description below. So for the yellow, I did try to do a little shading, but it's just a small area. I really didn't need it. And on the larger areas on the pumpkins and the bag, I'm using 3 colors. And so I start with my darkest and move to my lightest. And you'll see that gives it some dimension. For the witch's hat, I'm using these violet colors, and I'll also use those on the candy and the treat bag because I want to have purple incorporated throughout the project so it kind of goes seamlessly together. This video is part of a YouTube hop with Team Tiny, and Team Tiny are YouTube creators who do paper crafting and mostly cards, and we have less than 1,000 subscribers. So we got together to challenge each other to do different things and to make more videos and to help each other grow our sites. And the good thing about having people who are less than 1,000 subscribers is we don't have any commercials on our videos. Now this is a hashtag driven hop, so to find all the videos, just type in Team Tiny Treat Hop, and then you can find all the videos that way. And also down below in the description at the beginning, I'll have a hashtag Team Tiny Treat Hop, and just click on that and you can get the other videos that way. For the kittens, I colored the nose in a blush color, and the fur I'm doing in a variety of warm grays, and so it's anywhere from W00 on up to W9. And I start with my darker colors and move to the light. And you'll see I go over the face a few times to get a good blend. So when I first do it, it doesn't have very good of a blend. And then I keep going over it, and then you'll see that the blend gets smoother. And I like to use the lighter colors around a space because if you do dark kind of on the outsides and go to light, it gives it a more rounded look. And also, I don't want to put dark colors on his face, otherwise you lose the details of his face that were stamped. Then I'm going over the face again just with the lighter color to get it blended better. And I'm going over the ears to get it a little darker because I didn't like how the color that I used was so light. And then I forgot to do the foot, so I went ahead and did that. I finished doing the second cat in the same colors and same technique as I did with the one with the treat bag. And then I'm using just single colors on the candies since they're so small. I'll leave you with some music while you watch me color. I'll be back shortly to show you how to assemble the bag. For the treat bags, I cut out Kraft paper with Lawn Fawn Tote Bag, and I cut out 2 pieces for that. And then I'm using this Newton's Nook Pumpkin Stencil to decorate the paper, and I'm just going to do the parts that will show on the bag. And I'm using Carved Pumpkin Distress Ink, and I'm using the purple tape to hold down the stencil. I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment Happy Halloween on the front of the tote bag. So I'm using some VersaMark ink, and then I use purple embossing powder. Now this stencil has some details, so I thought it'd be kind of neat if we could have done purple vines and brown stems and maybe some other color. But I didn't have a small brush, so I didn't think that would be possible, so I just did the whole thing orange. Now I'm going over the top on the stems with a brown marker to give my image a little bit more color. I also tried purple, but that didn't show up, so then I didn't do that. Then I assemble my tote bag. So I'm using Scrappy Tape, or sometimes it's called score tape. I got this from scrapbookpal.com, and you can get this at pretty much anywhere that does scrapbooking supplies. And I'm just putting that on the parts that attach together, and then you just peel it off and stick boxes together. And I just keep checking to make sure what's the inside and what's the outside. I'm using some dimensional squares to pop up my image on the tote bags, and these are dimensional squares I made with cardboard and double-sided tape. You could also use foam dots or foam squares. So here's what it looks like completely done, and so now we're going to add some treats. And I got some different treats. I got these for my gummy treats. One of my students cannot have gluten and also is diabetic, so I had to get one that was low in carbs and no gluten. So this one says gluten-free. So those I'll have, and I'll check with the nurse to make sure she can have them. Usually she can as well, as long as we check and make sure her sugar's not too high. And I got some Kit Kats for some of the other kids. And I got these Haribo, or however you pronounce the regular brand of gummy bears, because they were cheaper. But I did taste them. And the gluten-free ones tasted better, and they were more squishy. So they did taste better for the money. And then I'm just finishing off the bag with some purple ribbon. I hope this inspires you to make some treat bags and gives you an idea to use some of your different stamping supplies. Please hop along to the other creators, and they'll be doing some other treat-related cards or maybe some treat bags. I'm not sure what everyone's doing, but I'm sure you'll get some inspiration. Thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you're not a subscriber already, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I want to apologize for some tongue-tied moments here, but I'm filming this late at night since I was at work all week this week, and then I also worked at the zoo this evening doing storytelling, so my throat's a little worn out. Thank you.